Hi everyone, welcome for this EverChest video. I'm Panda Marasha and we are going to check together the Apex Arena. So Apex Arena is a cross-server arena where you have to challenge opponent to take their spot and climb the ladder. So I believe you start at rank 5000 and then you have to go as far up as possible. There is some specificity. It's not like the traditional arena you're used to. First off, every season you will have a fast modifier that will be there. So for this season, as an example, damage over time, a hero will deal 200% more damage, and while over with the high damage will have a reduction of 50%. So obviously the game is young, so most of players don't have a companion pool deep enough to make the most of it, but it's still interesting to check it just in case you would have a proper hero. So it's important to check that. Then, how does that work? When you choose to challenge an opponent, you will have to create three setups, and each element can only be used once. So you can only be used your hero class once. So you have to use three different hero class. You have to A companion can only be used in one team. You cannot no longer use it in the other team, and so on. So you have to do three setup like that in offense, and you also have to do the same thing in defense. So you have to do free setup in defense with the same rule, where you have some company, each element can only be used once, right? So uh, once you've done that, you are ready to go. So how does we strategize that? What is the best way to use what we have? So in offense, the best strategy is to make one very perfect team, like very powerful, the most powerful team you can make. Then a second very powerful team, as much power as you can make, and your third team doesn't really matter. You just put weak stuff in there. It's not a big deal. When you have that, as you can see, as attacker, I have the initiative of the fight. I can check what my opponent is running, so I have full informations, and I can abuse his defense. So as you can see, he has built his defense the same way as his offense. You have one very powerful team, one less powerful one, and a third that is garbage. And that's a very bad thing to do, because it's very easy to abuse. I can just take my weakest team and I put it in front of his best team, which means I will lose, but I don't care because I only need to win 2 rounds. So I have my most powerful team that can face his second best team, and then my third team, second powerful team, will match his garbage team. So it's very easy to exploit that setup, because I can cut down most of his power on a sacrifice on my weakest team. So I can just go like that, and that's basically a free win that is offered to me right now. So this is not how you want to have your team. This is not how you want to build your team. I will show you how to build your defense after this, because as we can see, having the same setup in offense and in defense is not good. So I sacrificed my third match as it was supposed to, and then it's basically just free win for me from there, because it's my most powerful team that is against not so powerful team, and then I face garbage. So it's really easy to exploit. So don't do that kind of defense. When you are in a defensive positions, what you do is you build three team as even as possible. As you can see, all my power has really close one to each other's. I use one fate hero per match, not two in the same match. And by doing that, there is no easy exploit for your opponent. Like there is no one who can say, okay, I sacrifice one team and I cut off a lot of power at once, because all three marches are relatively the same power and each march is a threat. So that defense is much more difficult to beat, because then you have his second most powerful team need to defeat one of my powerful march here to get the second win he need. So his full power match will still get a free win. His garbage match will lose, and then it comes down to the second powerful team to perform. And that's much easier to defend that way than if you use the same setup in offense and in defense. So don't use the same setup on defense and offense. Do that way, it's a much better strategy. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoy it, and I see you guys later. Bye bye.